Hi guys, hope you're doing well. So I've been getting many queries regarding radiation oncology since the results of NEET are out. So instead of replying to all of them, I thought of compiling all the questions and answering you guys. And if you have any other queries, please mention in the comments so that if required we can make another video on that. So who should pick radiation oncology? So radiation oncology, as I talked in my previous video, it is composed of either giving radiation to the patient or brachytherapy to the patient. In few hospitals which consist a lot of number in India at present, because there are lack of medical oncologists, so at many government hospitals the radiation oncologists are also practicing medical oncology. So what is medical oncology? Where you infuse chemotherapy to a patient, so you get a wide exposure to the field. And obviously since the radiation oncology at present is applicable to give the medical oncology exam, so yeah, you can get good exposure regarding that, and you can decide whether you want to pursue radiation oncology in future, or you want to go ahead with medical oncology. So for that we have DM medical oncology. And what do you expect in the life of resident in radiation oncology? Okay, so it is not very busy as surgery or medicine, and it is not very light as pathology or any other non-clinical or paraclinical fields. It comes somewhere in between. So you get to like work up the patient who comes to you with the form diagnosis of cancer. So it is sort of a referral field where you don't have your patients directly, but the referring teams like gastroenterology or neurosurgery, neurology or gynecology, these people will send the patients of cancer to you, and they'll refer them to you, and you can treat them and send back the patients to the parent unit. So that is the whole thing, how it works. So in the first year, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to sit in the OPD and do the workup of the patient. So workup requires basic history, clinical examination, and writing the tentative plan of the patient. Then it goes for the tumor board, where you discuss what will be the management of the patient, and do you want to do any changes in the treatment protocol. In the first year, you are also expected to look after the patient who are admitted in the wards. So the patient's purpose for the admission in wards is typically either if a patient is receiving chemotherapy, so it can be either daycare chemotherapy, or for the continuous infusion patient will have to get admitted, because you know that these treatments are toxic. So they have definitely side effects like myelosuppression, neutropenia, so they need to get admitted. So when you treat the toxicity, then you admit the patient. Or if a patient is requiring any nutritional supplement, any nutritional buildup, because we all know that the cancer patients have anorexia usually, and their general condition is not very good, so either for the buildup of the patient. So these are some of the reasons for which you'll need to admit the patient. So patients are very critical. And also for the radiation toxicity, like if you'll read about it, there are like mucositis or skin reactions in radiation which you need to treat. And then if the patient's treatment is pending, then you complete the radiation treatment and you can discharge the patient. So for those reasons you can admit the patient. What other thing you need to do as a resident? We have talked about the OPD setting, we have talked about the ward. Now the third area you'll be posted is the main workstation where the radiation will be given. So it is called the radiation planning area, where you are expected to plan a patient. So whenever patient comes to you, so you'll take up that patient on the simulator and you'll plan the patient, what will be the borders of the field, and what areas do you expect to save. So here comes a difference, where it will matter whether you are in a setting where there is 2D machine. So many people were asking me what is 2D and what is 3D. So in 2D machine, you don't have the leisure of conforming the field as conform you want to do it. So you'll just have you can put the boxes over the field and you can't conform it much. So that is called the 2D, it is given usually by the Cobalt machine. Otherwise in 3D, what liberty you have is whatever shape of field you want to design, you can design in that, and the computer will edit the field, and whatever area you don't want to give the radiation, you will not give it. So it requires a little bit of more planning and contouring. So please search what is contouring. So in that, you move your mouse and see the organs, and whatever organ you want to preserve, you exclude out from your treatment area. So only that is the difference in 3D and 2D. So definitely most of the radiation oncologists initially and even today are trained on 2D, and it is very easy, just 2-3 months it take to get trained in the 3D as well. But yes, when you decide to pick your college for this field, then this is the thing you should look out for. And it is not at all difficult to find out which hospital has and which hospital does not have. You just have to type the radiation oncology department of a particular hospital, and then you can get to know about it. And if you are looking for a particular specific hospitals, then I will strongly advise you to make contacts and to just directly connect to the seniors who are who have done their PG, or who are doing senior residency, or even the assistant professors. They are very friendly, and they will be very happy to advise you what should you be expecting from that particular department. So be a little outspoken, and reach towards your seniors, and they will definitely guide you for what particular hospital that you should be picking. And what else did I receive? Okay, so in radiation oncology particularly, you will be expected to do the 24 hours duty, but it depends on the patient load, that how many duties you get. But yes, there are 24-hour duties as well. As I said, it is not that heavy branch, and it is not that light. So if you want a relaxing life, but at the same time you want to get the feeling of treating the patient, and you're interested in cancer research and programs, so this is the field that you can think about it. And if you have any other queries, do let me know, and we can sure plan for another video. Take care and all the best.